Hi loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel and happy Foundation Friday. Thank you so much for being here and sharing another Friday with me. Today I am doing a review of foundation that I swore I would not buy, and I totally had FOMO, and so I bought it. And it might be really good, unfortunately. So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. Alright, so today we are talking about the brand new launch from Shiseido, and it is called the Self-Refreshing Foundation SPF 30. I bought this at Sephora during the sale. I had total FOMO because everybody kept talking about it. Everybody's like, it is my holy grail, it's the most amazing foundation. And I was like, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Because as you know, my channel is going cruelty-free in 2020, and this brand is not cruelty-free. So Shiseido is not cruelty-free. And so I promised myself I would not buy anymore, but I had to. It was my last opportunity to just kind of share what other people are talking about as well. So I've worn this several times. I actually had a meeting in LA when I was there, and I wore this to the meeting, and I can't wait to share it with you. So a little bit about it. I know you can read this on the Sephora website, but just an FYI, it is $47. So it's actually, in my opinion, a moderately priced foundation for Shiseido. Shiseido is a luxury brand, and that's, in my opinion, a modest price for them. I love the packaging. I think it's fantastic. It is 1 fluid ounce. This little top twists, and that's how you open and close it and secure it. I think it's great. The delivery system, in my opinion, is fantastic. Again, like I said, I traveled with it. It is glass. The foundation is supposed to be weightless, super, super long wearing. It's supposed to be self-refreshing, which I don't quite understand what that means, but we'll see. The coverage is medium, and the finish is natural, and it's for all skin types. And basically they say that it has active force, which is a patented technology to them, and it protects the finish from excessive sweat, oil, and facial movement. And then it says responsive sensory technology, which helps foundation adapt to skin's condition, tone, and texture. And then it also has smart correcting powders, which enhances skin surface texture and tone. It's also supposed to self-adjust ever so slightly, so you can find your perfect color. I am in 160 Shell, and it is free from SLS, SLES, parabens, phthalates, hydroquinone, and less than 1% of synthetic fragrance, so that's good to know. And it says how to apply it. It doesn't even say like brush, sponge, hands, whatever. So I'm going to just tell you for my skin type, I am normal to dry, and I like to apply it first with my hands and then kind of tap it in with a beauty blender. So let's get to this, all right? Do you like my hat today? It is so cold outside. I'm literally looking out my window and there's snow falling, and it's like 23 degrees. So I'm freezing in my house, and it's just too cold to have my hair normal. So you're getting a cute little a hat thing. All right, let's try it. So oh, and it says to shake it before you shake it really, really well. And so that's what we're doing. Okay, so what I like to do is I will tap. This is obviously how I always usually apply a foundation, which is in the center of my face and work its way out. The foundation is supposed to be weightless, and it's supposed to feel really good on the skin. You can see that it's a little bit light. So for me, I never saw that it had, like when I wore it, I didn't feel like it had self-adjusting properties to it. Like, you know, that almost means like it oxidizes to your color or something like that. I didn't feel that. It didn't get a ton darker, but this is definitely a little bit more of my winter color. I would choose it to be maybe one shade darker, but I also have a self tanner on right now, so this is not my normal color. So yeah, but the lights are also making it look quite a bit lighter. But look at how easy it is. It is super easy to go on. Again, like I said, I prefer to apply it with my hands. It's supposed to hide pores. I didn't notice that. So if you have a primer that you need to use for pores, apply that obviously first, and then you can tap this in with a beauty blender. I have tried it with a brush, and for my skin type, it needed either the hands or the slip of a sponge. So here we are. I'm gonna scoot you in 1 second. Oh, hi. So this is the foundation, and then I'll take a little bit of the foundation on a beauty sponge, and then I'll tap it in. Just to like really make sure that the product is distributed evenly and it looks nice on the skin. I did use the shade finder on the Sephora website, and you'll see when we go into natural light, it's not this light, but this is the color that it gave me. I won't really return it because I like the foundation, and I have been mixing it with a darker foundation, and it's really beautiful. Okay, now, in my opinion, just looking at the skin, would you call this a medium coverage? Okay. I don't know if I would call it a medium coverage. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's really beautiful though, and I think that it is exactly what it says. It is a natural finish on the skin. It absolutely feels completely weightless. And the other nice thing is that I don't set this foundation. I do my normal skincare routine, and then I do not set it. It's pretty cool. I don't love that it's not cruelty-free. I wish Shiseido would get on the train. They have Buxom and Bare Minerals, which is cruelty-free, underneath their house, and they just need to go on. They just need to get on board. All right. Just adding a little bit here and there where I feel like I need some more. But I don't need a primer with this foundation. And I was in hot LA, and I will tell you that I didn't really feel like it moved. The only thing it did do, which again, as I always say, is that it did get a little bit more dewier, but I'm totally okay with that. So I'm just gonna build up in those places where I feel a little bit self-conscious. So this is as far as I've been able to kind of build this up and have it still look natural. And just so you know, when we go into natural light, that is done on my phone. So that's in 4K, so you guys will really be able to see it. Okay, so this is the foundation. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't want to love this foundation. I did not want to like it at all. But it is really, really, really pretty on the skin. And yeah. So this is what it looks like. And as you've noticed, I have put it underneath my eyes because it is so weightless that if you do not have too many kind of creases underneath here, you could wear it as a concealer and then just do the rest of your makeup. And you know, too many dark circles, and you really could, because it's really lightweight, so it's not sitting into fine lines, and I'll have to use very little concealer with this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go finish my makeup, and I'll be right back. All right, so everything is on. I have not one stitch of powder except for under my eyes, which is my regular standard Hourglass powder. But I have no other powder. It doesn't feel tacky. It feels very, very weightless. I think it looks really pretty on the skin. I really do. I felt very good going into my meeting when I wore this. I feel very good whenever I wear this. I have a foundation though that I'm reviewing next week that is similar to this, but in my opinion, I don't know, I'll have to show you guys about it. It's one of the ones I've been wearing constantly. And, but this foundation is really pretty. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it looks really good on the skin. It doesn't need powder for me. The one thing I will say about it is that it is so lightweight that I just don't think it would sink into fine lines. I really don't. I think it'd be great for mature skin. I really, really do. Because you also can apply this a little bit more sheer than I did too. It's just it's a beautiful foundation. I want to show you how it wears, and I also want to show you in natural light. So let's do that. All right, party people, we are here in natural light. Yeah, see, it's pretty, right? I just didn't really want to love it, but it's really pretty. And I think, you know, it goes on really nicely with all forms of application, which I think is like stellar. I do think it would be great for even oily skin. The only thing, again, as I always say, is make sure that your skincare is prepped appropriately for your skin type, as well as you might need a primer. But this is where we're at. And I will check in throughout the rest of the day. I will wear this as long as I possibly can to give this a really great wear test. I have worn it for about 5 hours, and it was really, really good still. So we will see in a little bit. See you soon. Bye. Hi loves, we are at a total of 4 hours of wear. As you can see, what I told you, it kind of gets a little bit more dewy as you wear it, which looks really, in my opinion, really good. It is getting a little, I'm gonna give you up real close. It's getting just a tiny bit cakey through here. I'm not quite sure what that is about. Just a little bit texture you can see coming through here. I mean, it's still just a beautiful wearable foundation. And I think I like it even more now that that kind of glow has come through. And yeah, I've touched my nose a lot. I mean, it is longer wearing. We'll see. Again, like we'll give it a real good wear test. But for me, it's just getting a tiny bit cakey throughout here. I don't quite know what that means. So I don't know what self-refreshing means. Maybe that means that it has like a really nice glow and continuously gives hydration to the skin. But so far so good, and I will check in a few more hours. Hi loves, okay, we are back, and it's actually a total of 8 hours of wear, and this is what the foundation looks like. I don't quite know what's happening here. It looks like I might be having a little bit of an allergic reaction to something. I'm not saying it's the foundation, but this is new, so I'm not quite sure. I've worn the foundation before and this never happened, so just could be me. But I will say that it is worn off pretty much around my nose. Again, you know that I touch my nose, my whole face right here a lot. I also have a 5-year-old daughter who is all over my face. So when they say it's a 24-hour wear, I don't necessarily know if I could agree with that, but the rest of the face looks pretty okay, I think. Yeah, pretty okay. I don't know. I mean, I wish it would have, to be honest with you, I wish it would have worn a little bit better than this. I'll be very, very clear. I haven't worn it this long before, so yeah, so I wish it would have worn a little bit longer than this, but do I think it's a good foundation? I do. It does get awfully dewy, even more, and I know the lights you can't super tell, but you can see right here and stuff. So for oilier skin, I think it's gonna be really important to prep the skin. It's just, my thing is that it's so lightweight that it just might be a really great foundation for more mature skin or skin that has a little bit more texture or a little bit more fine lines, things of that nature. But overall, it's a good foundation. Is it as long lasting as they say? Not in my opinion. And come on, let's shoot for Shiseido being cruelty free in every other product line, because I will be trying to use this up between now and January, as I am going to be either donating or giving away all of my non-cruelty free items. So thank you all so much. Let me know what you think of this foundation. I know a lot of you have tried this, so tell me if I've done something wrong or ways you found to work with it. Maybe it's because I didn't set it with powder, but not everybody likes to set it with powder. So I'm not quite sure if that would affect this foundation in particular, but it does elongate the wear on most foundations. So let me know the way you use this foundation, tips and tricks, so the rest of the squad can learn and find out the best ways to use this. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.